What is going on, everybody? Jake Fantasy Headliners. Here it is, Saturday night. Here we go, live stream. I kind of teased this a little bit earlier in the week. Told you guys that I'd like to pop on here on a Saturday night and see what is going on. So hey, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do a little live interaction here with you guys. See what's going on a Saturday night. Hopefully you guys are not all having all the fun because I'm here with y'all. So hopefully you guys are having a good week. Good end of your week, ready for some football here on Sunday. And yeah, we're going to do a lot of start sits today. It's been kind of a crazy week. I mean, there's a lot of news, a lot of things going on, and I'm sure you guys got a lot of questions. I know I've answered a ton in the comment section this week, and there's just no way I can get to all of them. But we're going to give it a couple minutes here, let some people get in here to the chat room, and then we're going to start going absolutely crazy and see how many times we can make references to Nick Chubb or Wendell Smallwood. Let's see here. Let me pull up the chat window here for you guys. Try to get as many questions answered as I can. I got a good 45 minutes to an hour with y'all, so hopefully that'll be good to get a lot of information out there. Pull it up here real quick. I need to get some Raiders gear fit for life. Well, I mean, heck, if you want to send something, I'll put it up there on the top shelf for you. I mean, I don't have any Raiders gear, but I mean, I'm not against it. Melvin Gordon. This name is going to be popping up a lot tonight. Obviously, the news coming about Melvin Gordon being downgraded. Anytime a player gets downgraded this late in the week, there is a serious chance that he misses tomorrow. It sounds like he's going to be a game-time decision, going to try to test it there, before the game. You need to have a backup plan and have it quickly. Chris, Fins for life. You got a Chubb watching this. Hey, I knew it. We're going to get a lot of innuendos with the word Chubb tonight. But yeah, going back to Melvin Gordon, absolutely 100% be worried, have a backup plan just in case, because there's a chance he doesn't play tomorrow. Let's see here. What else we got? Is Keenan Allen a good start this week? Austin Earl. I don't know if it's Earl or Early. Sorry if I mispronounced that last name. It's going to be a little iffy, right? Let me pause it here for a second. Hang on one second. Keenan Allen is somebody who's been very, interesting here lately, and a lot of people are starting to give up on Keenan Allen. I've seen a lot of trades here lately for Keenan Allen, but don't give up on him yet. I mean, this is one of the top wide receivers in all of football. He's going to have a breakout game here at some point. It's going to happen. He's going to have a huge game, and you don't want that huge game to happen on your bench. So as far as I'm concerned, as of right now, Keenan Allen's still a must-start. Despite matchups or his past production, got to keep him in there 100%. Chubb over Howard, yes, absolutely. My quick take on Nick Chubb, and I'm going to get asked this probably a lot here tonight. Nick Chubb, in my opinion, and I told you guys earlier in the week, I believe the video came out late Monday, early Tuesday on my waiver wire claim video, and I told you to go add Duke Johnson then. Now that Carlos Hyde is in Jacksonville, Duke Johnson is going to have a lot bigger role here for sure. No matter what, he's going to be involved more in the passing game than the running game, but Nick Chubb is going to get an enormous amount of work, and this guy could be one of these guys that you picked up here mid-season and could turn out to be a league winner. So definitely, if you have Chubb, I'm starting him this. Wait, if you have Chubb, I don't want to know about it. But if you do have it, start him, put him in your lineup, and be prepared. He could have an absolutely huge game. Great matchup this week. Chubb, Mack, or Clement, and that's a kid of a king. I'm sticking with Chubb. I like Chubb. I mean, who doesn't like Chubb? But Chubb's going to have himself a great opportunity, a lot of work, goal line work. Give me some Chubb. Absolutely, 100%. Let's see. What else we got? Duke Johnson or Chris Godwin as a flex for Freddie Gonzalez. I mean, I kind of want as much as I can right now in that running game of the Cleveland Browns. And Duke Johnson is somebody I was really, really high on, beginning of the week. I think he has great potential to grow in this offense. He's starting to get, some of these double-digit fantasy point games, which we saw a lot of last year. They're not really able to get on the same page, Baker Mayfield and Antonio Callaway. And I think Duke Johnson is somebody who steps in here and has great value, especially in PPR leagues. Paul, I see you. What's up? Let's see. A lot of Chubb questions, guys. Just so you know, unless you have an absolute stud that you're asking me about, Nick Chubb is going to be my answer tonight. He is somebody that we all should be a little bit excited to have if we have him on our rosters. Absolutely. take him and hold on to him. Let's see. How much does Gronk being out boost Josh Gordon to Bacon 24? It boosts him a lot. I mean, like huge, a lot. Like he's somebody who now becomes a must start this week. We know Edelman's questionable. Sounds like he's still going to play. But yeah, Josh Gordon gets a huge bump in production and opportunity this week. He is now a must start for sure. Let's see here. Should you trade Coleman for Chubb? That's tough because Tevin Coleman's still going to get an opportunity. He hasn't really produced with his opportunity, and this one is for Joe Turkledson. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad, Joe. But Tevin Coleman is somebody that still has value. He's still going to get an opportunity. Ito Smith is going to be somebody who eats into that opportunity a lot, maybe takes away the goal line carries. But yeah, you definitely need... I mean, I want to grab Chubb everywhere I can. I mean, he's somebody who, like I said a little bit earlier, he could be an absolute league winner for you guys this year. He's going to get a ton of touches. Carlos Hyde was one of the top running backs in all of football with carries, and now that's all going to Nick Chubb. Duke Johnson really isn't somebody who's going to get a whole lot of handoffs, a whole lot of carries out of the backfield. He may see 5 to 7 a game. But most of his work's going to be done in the passing game. Nick Chubb's going to be absolutely huge. You guys got to remember Nick Chubb in college. Some of these scouts and NFL scouts had him ranked a little bit higher than Todd Gurley at the time. I mean, this guy is somebody who has elite talent that kind of got, forgotten about here the past few weeks. But those of you who have followed Nick Chubb for a while know he's an elite talent. Definitely need to grab him if possible. Tevin Coleman for Nick Chubb is a trade that I would probably do at this point just because Chubb is trending up. Coleman's trending down with Ito Smith. I think every single line here has the word Chubb in it. That's a lot of Chubb. I made it off work early. Aaron Stanley. Aaron, hey, way to get off work early. I wish I could get off work earlier sometime. Jas Watts, welcome back. Nice to see you again here this week. And you got no Gronk. Brate, Herndon, Watson, Davis, or Swoop. I'm going Cameron Brate this week. Cameron Brate is still somebody, even though O.J. Howard took a little bit of a step forward, I still got Cameron Brate a little bit higher this week, especially with the loss of Gronk. You're going to have to try to figure out something here late in the week. Cameron Brate still has that huge touchdown upside and is going to be my pick there, absolutely. Yeldon. Seen a lot of Yeldon, too. A lot of people worried about Yeldon this week. Don't be too worried about Yeldon this week. Just because Hyde is there, if Hyde even suits up, if he does, which it sounds like he probably will, he may get a carry here or there, but he's not going to get a whole lot of work this week. He's only been in Jacksonville for like an hour. So, he's not going to get a ton of work. Hector, what's going on, my friend? Trubisky or Baker? We kind of need to ride Mitch Magic, right? Not a lot of people are a fan of Mitch Magic, but he's going to have to throw. That New England offense is going to put up points. He's going to have to continue to throw, and he's got a lot of weapons. I'm going to go with Mitch Magic this week, but I do like Baker going forward, especially with the emergence of David Njoku in that offense. That could really help out Baker. Brian Lawson, you got Keelan Cole, Kiki, Do You Love Me, QT, Sammy Watkins, Mohamed Sanu, Latavius Murray, Ito Smith, PPR, pick 2, wide receiver, and flex. That's a lot of options right there, Brian. As of right now that we know that Dalvin Cook is out, I'm going to go with Latavius Murray in your flex. And for your wide receiver 2, I'd probably be a little bit bold and go with Kiki. I like his upside, especially in PPR. He may not go out and put up huge yardage games, but he's got that potential to go out there and get you 10 grabs every game. So yeah, give me Kiki there. Let's see what else we got. How is Jermaine Kearse as a pickup? He's a little bit better now. The word coming out about Terrell Pryor being banged up, he may miss a few weeks. It sounds like he may actually even be cut by the Jets. So Jermaine Kearse turns into somebody with a lot of value. Him, Robbie Anderson, Quincy Enunwa, whenever he comes back, will be also somebody else who has a lot of value. He's not a bad pickup. Let's see here. Like Glockwork. Hey, I like the name. It kind of has a slight ring to it. You got Chubb, Breida, Clement, pick 2. RBs, Shepard or Ridley in your flex. First of all, I'm going Shepard in the flex for sure. Love the matchup against the Falcons. He could see a lot of work this week. Let's see here. For your other one, pick 2 running backs between Chubb, Breida, and Clement. Give me Chubb and Breida. I mean, I'm going to pick Chubb almost every time I see a question about him tonight. Definitely like some Chubb. I'm going Chubb, Breida, and Shepard right there. All of them have high upside. You're going to be, good, solid PPR plays. If this is PPR, definitely something I would be okay with. Let's see. We got next one, Garrett Botkin. So should I start in PPR with 3 wide receivers and a flex? Robert Woods, John Brown, Taylor Gabriel. I'm guessing that's Jermaine Kearse. We have Kerryon Johnson, Josh Gordon, and Corey Davis. So 3 wide receivers and a flex. All right, here we go. My 3 wide receivers and a flex from right here, and I'm going to have to be a little bit bold, but I'll explain it. Robert Woods, given for me, absolutely. Josh Gordon, now that Gronk's more than likely going to be out, he's my next wide receiver. After that, I'm going John Brown for my 3rd wide receiver. So there's your 3 wide receivers, Robert Woods, John Brown, and Josh Gordon. I do like Taylor Gabriel. I hate to have to leave him out, but being that we already have a little bit of risk built in with some of these guys, I'm going with the safer bet of John Brown for that last one. For your flex, though, give me Kerryon Johnson. I think this is the week that Kerryon Johnson starts to get more work in this offense, and he's somebody who could be huge down the stretch. Give me Kerryon Johnson as my flex. Much appreciated for the support here, fellas. Let's see here. We got Byron Patel. How much fab should you spend on Chubb? Got 80 left, and I need a running back, and my best running back right now is Ingram or Collins. It's time to blow some of that fab budget there, Byron. You're going to have to go a solid, at least $50 of that. $50 of that's probably going to have to be the minimum that you go to get Chubb. Somebody out there who's desperate for running backs is going to put a grip down. Trust me, absolutely is going to happen. You're going to have to go minimum 50. If the rest of your team is pretty solid, though, I'd consider going closer to 60, 70, just to make sure you get him. You're going to need the help. I like Ingram and Collins, but like I said, Chubb could be a potential league winner. You're going to have to go a little bit heavy on there for sure. Thank you for the support though. Greatly appreciate it. Like Glockwork coming back again. Hey, thank you. Absolutely. No, thank you for the support. We got Baker or Watson. I mean, Watson is the smarter answer here, right? We definitely need to go or say Watson. But Baker is a little bit, he's got that upside, and he's got the great matchup too against Tampa Bay. Being that Deshaun Watson's slightly banged up, I'm going to gamble right here. I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to go Baker Mayfield in a great matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and see maybe if this trade of Carlos Hyde energizes this offense. Maybe now they realize that nobody's invincible here. Let's see. Francisco Jarvis or Edelman? I'm going Edelman for sure as long as he's 100% good to go, ready to go, healthy. No issues there. Absolutely. Next one, Brandon Frank. Hey, welcome to the show. See you in the comment section all the time. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much for the support. Should I trade Ito Smith or see how he's doing first? Because you already have good running backs. Also, Josh Gordon, we're starting over Diggs or Thielen. Thank you. No, Brandon, thank you very much. You got pretty good options here right now. Would you trade? Should I trade Ito Smith or see how he does? Hold on to him. I mean, unless somebody's offering you something great for him, I'm going to hold on to him for right now. Absolutely. See what we get out of it. If Tevin Coleman struggles, Ito Smith is going to get the bulk of the work in this backfield and needs to be paid attention to. As far as Josh Gordon starting over Diggs or Thielen, yeah. But which one do you choose? If you have both Diggs and Thielen this week, both of them, then I would sit one of them. I mean, obviously, if you only have one or the other, then you're going to keep them. But no, as of right now, I would go Gordon and Thielen. I wouldn't play both Diggs and Thielen together. Let's see here. Kalafa Kingston, thank you very much for the support. Mitch Magic or Dalton? Well, Dalton is absolutely safer. Let me tell you that right now. He is the safer play. If you want to play it safe, he's your guy. Absolutely, 100%. Andy Dalton is for sure safer. If you want to go for the home run, if you want to act like you're playing the Mega Millions here that nobody keeps winning, and you want to go for that big one, Mitch Trubisky is a great gamble in a game that he could have to throw an absolute ton in order to continue to put up points with the New England Patriots. Personally, it kind of depends on my roster right here. If I have a lot of guys with some safe plays, I'm gonna gamble a little bit and go Mitch Magic. If I have a lot of guys with some bad matchups, maybe you have like a DeAndre Hopkins going against Jacksonville, and it's just something that's a little iffy. You got a couple of those guys, I'd play a little bit safer and go Dalton. Both of them I think are great starts for the week, and I greatly appreciate your support. Let's see here. Rock Stroza. Jake, help me with my flex. PPR, you have Josh Gordon, Sony, Marquise Goodwin, or Chubb. Also, Rivers or Brady, Ravens or Lions. First of all, for your flex in PPR, you have Josh Gordon, Sony Michel, or Chubb. Those are like, it's like having to choose between one of your kids here, Rock. This is a tough one. I'm going to stick with it. I'm sticking with it, and I'm going Chubb. He's going to get you close to 20 touches guaranteed this week, and I don't want to lose out on those touches. Got to have the touches to get the work. Sony's been somewhat banged up here as of late, so definitely something that we need to pay attention to. Nick Chubb is my choice right there for your flex. Even though it's PPR, he's not known for the PPR thing, but the touches. He's going to have the touches and the goal line work, and I'm going to choose Nick Chubb. As far as Rivers or Brady, Rivers is safer. Rivers is somebody who I think gets you that 20-point solid floor this week. But it's hard to sit Tom Brady, right? I mean, you really don't want to sit Tom Brady, but going up against that tough defense of the Bears that need to kind of redeem themselves. But as Tom Brady, you don't really pick against Tom Brady. But being that Gronk is out now, I'm going the safer play and going Rivers. For your defense, Ravens or Lions, it's kind of a toss-up for the most part. Let me see. I kind of want to say the Lions, but that's kind of a risk. But the Ravens going up against the Saints is just too much for me to have to worry about. So I'm going to gamble right there. I'm going Lions for your defense going up against the Miami Dolphins. Thank you very much for your support. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. Crimea Rivers, yes, one of the greatest nicknames ever. Michael Hansen, absolutely. Am I going to let it flow? Aaron Stanley is asking. PPR, you need one. Collins, Godwin, Robinson, already starting Trubisky and Gabriel. If you're already starting Trubisky and Gabriel, don't start Robinson also. Let me see who were your other choices here. Godwin or Collins. Let me see here. You said it's PPR. Give me Godwin right there. Let's go with Godwin. Hope for the touchdown upside in the PPR league there for your other one. Let's see what else we got. And about letting it flow, I'll let it flow if you guys want me to let it flow here in a little bit. Kareem Hunt or Joe Mixon in a half PPR, Brandon Clark. That is a tough one. I mean, is your team that deep that you have to sit one of these guys? Don't sit either, Brandon. Can you play both? If you can't play both and you have to absolutely play just one of them, give me Fantasy Ebola. Give me Kareem Hunt right there, but I don't like it. I like both of them. Let's see here. Edelman or Hearse? I really don't know who Hearse is. I don't know if it's that vehicle about when you die and it carries a casket. I would really not want to choose that, so I would go Edelman. But if it's Jermaine Kearse there, Kyle, I'm still sticking Edelman as long as he's healthy, 100% good to go, ready for the game. Just watch the reports, especially now that Gronk's out. Edelman could have a huge game as long as he's good to go. Is Jordan Reed a bust, Ninja 13? No, he's not a bust. He's still healthy. He's still healthy. And here it is, week 7. He's like the healthiest person on the roster. So no, he's not a bust. Don't give up on Jordan Reed yet. Let's see here. Brandon, I saw a lot of pleases. Love your stuff. Jake, please pick 2. Watkins, Ridley, Jackson, Hilton, Snead, or Godwin. 2, right off the bat, the first one that I'm going to start is going to be Deshaun Jackson. He's number 1 here for me out of this group. For your second, though, T.Y. Hilton is intriguing, but I want to see him for a week before I trust him. Snead is a safe start, but a low ceiling. Ridley, same thing, coming off of an injury. He's kind of got that question mark on him. Sammy Watkins always has a question mark next to his name, but he's been healthy as of late. I would gamble right here, Brian. I'd go Sammy Watkins and Deshaun Jackson and hope for some home run plays. Let's see here. Michael Chiara, thank you very much for the support. Appreciate you. Boyd, Gordon, or Landry, PPR, also Fournette to IR. For your first question here for the wide receivers, Boyd, Gordon, or Landry. Boyd is a must start to me this week, but now that Gronk is out, Gordon kind of somewhat becomes a must start also. If you want to play it safe, you go Boyd. If you want to gamble, go for the big day, huge ceiling, you go Gordon. Just depends if you want to play it safe or not. Fournette to the IR. That's going to be a popular question. Do I think that's going to happen? I think there's a huge possibility of it. They're not going to say that right now. They're going to put the reports out that, hey, Fournette could come back. Fournette could come back here after the bye week. He could. Yeah, well, Le'Veon Bell could have reported this past week, and he didn't. There's a reason they went out and got Carlos Hyde. They signed Jamal Charles a week ago. There's not anything that tells me that Fournette's going to be 100% good to go. If I had to guess right now, out of the bye week, Fournette's going to come out. He's going to test it. He's going to try his hardest to just do whatever he can to get on the field. And if there is any limitations whatsoever, they're going to shut down Leonard Fournette, and Carlos Hyde gets the rock the rest of the year. But that's something we need to pay attention to. Absolutely, 100%. Really appreciate the support here, guys. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's good to get on here and talk to you guys. Saturday night. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday night. Throw me a thumbs up if you had a good week at work. I mean, I had a pretty good week at work. Sometimes work gets in the way of this work. But, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to pay the bills. Let's see. What else we got out here? Start Josh Gordon even with Gronk out? Abso-freaking-lutely. That's for Dylan. Yes, you do that, 100%. Let's see, James White or Duke Johnson in 1-point PPR, Taran Sharma. That is a great, great question. Right now, we know what James White is. We know what, his role is. Duke, we are assuming what his role is going to be. Go with the known guy. Go with James White. No, Daniel, you're the man. I'm just a dude that talks about fantasy football and has fun with it. Yes, Mikey Mink, like the video. Absolutely. Throw me some likes. If you're here right now, I don't even know how many likes I have, but throw me some likes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking a video. I'm spending my Saturday night with y'all. Absolutely. Let's see here. Chubb or Eckler if Gordon is out? Great question, Lauren. Eckler would have huge, huge value if Gordon sits. Like really, really huge value. He already has value with Gordon playing. But if Gordon sits, Austin Eckler becomes close to a top 10, top 12 running back, especially in PPR leagues. Right there, that's interesting. Right there, that would be one of those cases where I would probably have to go Austin Eckler. Frank D, thank you very much for your support. You love the content. Start Latavius Murray or Taylor Gabriel. Also, Hooper or Burton now that Sanu is out. Let's see here. Start off here. Latavius or Gabriel. Also, Hooper or Burton now that Sanu is out. So as far as Latavius or Gabriel, now that Dalvin Cook is out, I want the touches. You can't score points in fantasy football if you don't have touches. You need touches to score points. Latavius is going to get you close to 20 touches. Give me Latavius Murray there. As far as Hooper or Burton, Hooper may be a little bit safer right now, but that is really weird to say because it's Austin Hooper, and nobody has ever called him a safe play ever. But right now, he's been playing pretty well the past couple weeks. Austin Hooper is your safer play right now. Burton is somebody who has a high ceiling but is very, very inconsistent. They're going to have to throw the ball there, though, for Chicago this week. If you want to gamble, you go Burton. You want to play it safe, you go Austin Hooper. Thank you very much again, Frank, for the support. Much appreciated. Let's see. I'm trying to check here because I hadn't gotten a report yet about Sanu. So let me pull that up. I know you just said that Sanu was out, and I know it was a possibility. There must be something. Yeah, last I got is Sanu is going to be playing. Now, if as long as nothing has changed here in the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes because I haven't been on my phone, I don't think that Sanu is out. Last I heard is Sanu will be playing along with Ridley. Let's see here. Big fan. Let's see. 39 Ballin' Cookie. That's a great name. Big fan. Galladay or Chubb? Standard flex. 100%. Give me Chubb. Give me some Chubb there. I'm all about the Chubb. Let's see here. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. You guys are saying he is playing. That's what I thought, too. I know in that the question there said that he was out, but I hadn't seen that. I know he had missed a game. Let's see. Njoku or Reed? I am going 100% David Njoku there, Dylan. This has been the breakout of David Njoku. I talked about it in some episodes here the last couple weeks. I said about 2 weeks ago, it is about time to go all in on David Njoku, and the time is now. 100%, absolutely, David Njoku. He's going to be a top 5 tight end rest of the season. That's my guess. Jake, is T.Y. Hilton a safe play this week? No, he is not a safe play. He is a play if you have no other options. However, I not right now. Absolutely not right this second. It's just too risky for me right now. I want to see him play. I want to see what he looks like. I want to see how he reacts on the field before I actually trust him. Plus, it's somewhat of a tough matchup this week. I'm going to give T.Y. Hilton 1 week. I mean, I know I said it's a tough matchup and it's the Bills, but it's also the Bills. But Tre'Davious White's the real deal, and I want to give T.Y. Hilton 1 week, see how he is before I trust him. Let's see here. Pete says T.Y. is a safe play, dude. Well, if Pete says he is, then maybe he is. Where's the helmet at? Helmet's right here. However, the hashtag of always Crabtree has now been blocked from my chats here. I can't handle always Crabtree up in here. Let's see here. Ingram or Uzama? Come on, you guys. You got to use the nickname. It's not Uzama. It's Uzyamama. Brian, let's see. I really want to say Ingram, but, here we go again. Somebody's been out for a few weeks in injuries. I know, Uzyamama's been, struggling with health here this past week. Evan Ingram is the bit greater talent, but this week, I got to see what he looks like. I want to see what he looks like before I just throw him in there and trust him. Give me Uzyamama. Let's see here. Andrew Luck or Joe Flacco? It's kind of crazy that people actually debate about Joe Flacco, but he has those games, that potential that, gives him the opportunity to have a good game. The Saints defense is somewhat improved. But no, I mean, I can't choose Joe Flacco there. I got to go against Joe Flacco. Shepard or Gabriel? Shepard is safer, I would say, this week. Going up against the Falcons defense that has just been decimated the last forever, it feels like, this season. Sterling Shepard, somebody who is definitely the safer play there, 100%. Justin Rockwell, thank you very much, my friend. Let's see here. Why do you play Luck, Stafford, or pick up Winston? Or who do you play, Luck, Stafford, or pick up Winston? Let me see here. Winston is probably got the highest ceiling, but he has so many turnovers. It is absolutely ridiculous but he's got the potential to go out there and throw 400 yards. It's one of those things where he's not really a safe play, but he is definitely a play that can go out there and win you your week 100%. To me, right there, I'm actually going Stafford coming off the bye week. That would be my choice. He's got plenty of people out there to throw to, lots of options, lots of people, lots of weapons. I mean, obviously you got the Kenny Galladays, the Marvin Jones, Golden Tates. I'm really expecting Kerryon Johnson to turn it up. He is going to be my choice right there, Matthew Stafford. Hopefully I don't butcher this name also. Janiqua Russell. Hey, Jake, thanks for all your help each week. Wide receiver 2, Godwin or Dede Westbrook. Right there, I'm going to go Chris Godwin. I think he's the safer play. You never know what's going to happen in Jacksonville, who you're going to get, which Blake Bortles you're going to get. So, yeah, give me Chris Godwin there. For flex, Nick Chubb or Kiki, do you love me, QT? In a 14-team full PPR league. Yes, I know Chubb is not a PPR guy, but give me Chubb. He's going to get you close to 20 touches. Absolutely, 100%. He's definitely something that, I want to get in my lineup no matter what type of league that I'm in. Nick Chubb is my choice there, and thank you very much for your support. Let's see here. Byron Patel, pick 2, half-point PPR. Collins, Breida, Kiki, Miller, or Duke Johnson Jr. Pick 2 and half-point PPR. All right, the 2 that I would pick, I'd be a little bit bold here, Byron, honestly. Being that it is PPR, I would go both Breida and Duke Johnson this week. A lot of people didn't really care about Duke Johnson a couple days ago. Now that Carlos Hyde is out of town, all of a sudden people are like, oh, yeah, Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson's been a thing for about the past 3 weeks, slowly getting back into this offense. And I think he's going to go closer to his role of last year, more than what he's done here the first few weeks of the season. Give me Duke Johnson and Matt Breida right there. You should get the touches, absolutely. Thank you very much for the support. Again, Byron. Let's see here. What else we got? Chat is going absolutely crazy. I can't even keep up here. Let's see, what do we got? Let me get back down here to the bottom. Justin Rockwell. So do you play Luck, Stafford, or pick up Winston? Yeah, we talked about that one already. I'm going Stafford right there. Absolutely, 100% still going Stafford. Absolutely. Let's see. Chubb or Edelman? This is from Mike Santavica. Mike, thank you very much for your support. Absolutely. Chubb or Edelman? Edelman or Josh Gordon? Well, so we have 2 different, Edelman scenarios here. And right now, as long as Edelman is healthy, I would choose. I don't want to sit Chubb. This is like, I'm like literally choosing between like one of my two sons here. If this is a PPR league, I'm going Edelman over Chubb. If it's a standard league, give me Chubb over Edelman. And as far as Edelman or Josh Gordon, same thing. PPR, give me Edelman. Standard leagues, give me Gordon. Both they're going to be great plays as long as Edelman is good to go here by game time. Brandon Weinfertner. And thank you very much for your support, guys. Really appreciate you. Sony, Ingram, or Cohen. Full PPR, you need 2. Sony, Ingram, or Cohen. In a full PPR, Cohen is going to be an absolute must for me. Absolutely. Sony still being questionable. Sounds like he's possibly going to play. Not much of a PPR guy, but neither is Ingram really. Ingram does have a pretty tough matchup against a Ravens run D that is, one of the tops in the league. Right now I'm going Ingram and Cohen as my two choices here. Melvin Ingram. Why do I keep saying Melvin Ingram? Mark Ingram. How many Ingrams are there? Somebody tell me how many Ingrams there are. I'm getting them all confused. Mark Ingram is somebody in that offense who can definitely put up points regardless of who he's playing. He's going to be used. He's a part of the game plan. Give me Mark Ingram and Tariq Cohen. Thank you very much for your support again. This may be the craziest chat that we've ever seen. Maybe that I've ever seen. You guys probably don't see the entire chat like I do, but it is absolutely cray-cray. And I can't believe I just said cray-cray. I feel like I'm talking to my kids. Let's see. Felix, I see you right there. I greatly appreciate your support, my friend. Very, very much. Thank you very much for that. Straight out of Visa. Really appreciate the support. You got Chester Rogers, Calvin Ridley, and Sterling Shepard. You need to start 2. Chester Rogers, Calvin Ridley, and Sterling Shepard. I don't know if it's PPR or not, but right now I'm going to choose Sterling Shepard as one of them. 100%. Absolutely Sterling Shepard. Great matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. I think he sees a lot of targets, probably close to about 10 targets this week for Sterling Shepard. He's my number one. My second one, to play it safe, would be Chester Rogers. He's going to be one of the favorite targets still of Andrew Luck. T.Y. Hilton's going to draw Tre'Davious White. Chester Rogers could be somebody who sees a lot of volume, may not see a lot of yardage, but somebody who gets you, a lot of receptions this week. The safer play to me is Rogers and Shepard. If you want to gamble, Calvin Ridley is somebody who always has that touchdown upside. But this week, the Giants secondary is improved. If you want to gamble, then you go Calvin Ridley. You want to play it safe, you go Chester Rogers 100%. But greatly appreciate your support there. Straight out of Visa. Great name. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. What about Sony or Latavius Murray? Will Money. Sony being questionable somewhat worries me. I mean, I know they kind of did the same thing last week, and he looked absolutely great. Latavius Murray is somebody who's going to see a lot of volume, though, now that we know Dalvin Cook is out. I'm actually going to go Latavius Murray right now. The questionable tag with Sony is something that just kind of irritates you from time to time. The Patriots do this almost every single week. Somebody's going to be questionable. But with the whole Gronk news coming out here late, the safer play right now would be Latavius Murray. But I love Sony Michel. Absolutely 100% love Sony Michel rest of season. Let's see here. What else we got? Deshaun Jackson, Chubb, Alex Collins, or Eckler for flex in standard, and this is for Jacob Sorry. Being that it's standard, you don't quite have the upside that you would normally do for like an Austin Eckler. But if Melvin Gordon sits, I go Austin Eckler. If he does not sit, I go Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is, like I've been talking about, going to see a ton of volume. Give me Chubb. Let's see here. Trying to make sure I get everybody involved. Mike Santavici, thank you very much for the support here, my friend. Should you trade Hopkins and Kerryon for Julio and Coleman, or Mahomes and Michelle for Thielen and Lindsey? Your QBs are currently Dalton and Wilson. Full point PPR, passing touchdowns, 6 points. Honestly, be 100% honest here with you, Mike. I'm not making any of those trades. I want to keep DeAndre Hopkins. I want to keep Kerryon Johnson. I really think the breakout for Kerryon Johnson is coming here after the bye week. The kid has been explosive. All he needs is the touches. That's coming. I have a feeling here. I'm keeping Hopkins and Kerryon. Coleman really hasn't done anything to make you want to go after him. He's had the job for a few weeks and hasn't produced. So I'm sticking with what you got there. As far as Mahomes and Michelle for Thielen and Lindsey, nope, I'm keeping Mahomes and Michelle. Michelle could easily go out there and get us 10-plus touchdowns this year, and Mahomes could single-handedly win your week for you. Thielen is, yes, obviously one of the top wide receivers in all fantasy football, and Lindsey has been nothing but productive for the Denver Broncos. But being that you have Dalton, you have Dalton, Wilson, and Mahomes. If that's how I'm reading it, you need to drop one of them. I wouldn't keep three of them. Now, if you have Thielen and Lindsey and you can trade them for Mahomes and Michelle, then I do that. But if you have all three of those quarterbacks, I'm keeping Wilson and Mahomes, dropping Dalton and picking somebody else up. But I don't understand exactly which side of the trade you're on there. But thank you very much for the support. Hopefully I answered your question. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. I'm getting, it's T.Y. or Gabriel, and this is for Alex Ramos. I mean, I love T.Y. Hilton. I actually just traded for T.Y. Hilton in one of my, my home leagues here because I do like what he brings to the table. This week, though, just this week, I'm going to have to go Gabriel there. I'm going to sit T.Y. for a week. I want to see how healthy he looks before I trust and throw him out there. Last thing I want to do is trust him, throw him out there, have him get 20 snaps or so to ease him back in, and then take him out of the game or something like that. If they throttle him at all like that, I'm really not that interested. Give me 1 week to rest T.Y. Give me Taylor Gabriel this week. Let's see here. What else we got? You picked up Jalen Richard. Is that a good pickup? Shua B. If you're in a PPR league, yes, it is. 100% it is. For sure. I mean, that's somebody who's more PPR dependent, though. But being that Lynch is going to miss some time, he'll be more involved in the game plan. So, yeah, I like that pickup. Felix Cunez. Sorry, Felix. I see you all the time in the comment section, but if I just butchered your last name, my apologies. Glad for your success since started following. 5-time champion since following my advice. You have Kamara and Mixon as your running backs, Hopkins and Woods for your wide receivers. Who do you use for your flex? Chubb, Evans, or Boyd in a half-point PPR? Well, first of all, congratulations for all the success, Felix. I didn't help you. I didn't make you win those championships. I gave my opinions, and you guys made the choices. It's your championships, not mine. But very, very happy for your success. Great, solid team. You have lots and lots of options here to choose from. And, it's kind of a crapshoot. You got a lot of win-win-wins here. Chubb, Evans, and Boyd are all guys that I would feel comfortable starting this week. I think right now, if you want to play it safe, being that you have a ton of studs in your offense already, Boyd may be your safest play. If you're looking for the home run, if you want the big day, Evans is definitely capable of that. You always have the Jameis Winston factor. Which Jameis are you going to get? Nick Chubb is obviously somebody who we've talked about a lot here tonight. He could get a ton of work, close to 20 carries a week, all the goal line work. He has huge upside in that offense, and he gets a decent, matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If it were me, personally, my team, Felix, I'm going Nick Chubb. But that would be my opinion. Boyd, like I said, is the safer bet, and Evans is the home run play if you like to gamble. Let's see here. Justin Rockwell. Thank you very much for the support, and you used the nickname. Justin Rockwell, I will say your name a couple times. Justin Rockwell, thank you very much, Justin Rockwell. You used a nickname. Anybody who throws out my nicknames gets extra shouts out, but I appreciate your support. Who's your mama, Burton, or Njoku? Now, as much as I love the Who's Your Mama nickname, I will pick David Njoku 100 out of 100 times here. The breakout is absolutely in progress for David Njoku. Great matchup this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going to be one of the top targets going forward for Baker Mayfield. The guy has ridiculous upside, and 100% I would start David Njoku. If it were my team, if it were your team, whoever's team it is, I'm starting him. Mark Wispianski. Hopefully I didn't butcher that either for you, Mark. Thank you for the support. Hey, man, by far the best fantasy channel. Thank you very much. Your advice is so helpful. In a half-point PPR league, you need an RB2 and a flex. You have Jordan Howard, no thanks. Duke Johnson, possible. Dion Lewis, no thanks. Frank Gore, and Kiki, do you love me? QT, thanks again. I know who I'm choosing. I'm 100% choosing Duke Johnson and Kiki D. Love Me. Jordan Howard, somebody we need to be patient with. He may get more opportunity as the season gets, later on. The colder weather, Jordan Howard seems to produce a little bit better. I wouldn't give up on him yet, but for this week, no interest in Dion Lewis. Frank Gore, he may be 2 days shy of 312 years old. Give me Duke Johnson and Kiki D. Love Me here in a half-point PPR league. And thank you very much for the support, Mark. It is greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Who do we got next? Rashad, Bourne, Jake, Tom, or Drew this week? I can't choose against Tom Brady. That offense I said was going to start going crazy here recently. It has. And yes, I'm definitely going Tom Brady, even though I'm not as down on Drew Brees going forward as some people are. That's for sure. Let's see. Philip Grammer, you dropped Clement for Chubb. I have no issues with that, and you're starting him as flex. Great job also. I also have Michelle and Kerryon Johnson from the Lions starting. Good move. Yes, I like all those guys upside, absolutely. Kerryon Johnson, I think he's going to have a breakout for sure. No issues with that there. Chubb starting as a flex. Sony Michel, I love him rest of season. This whole questionable tag every single week is going to get annoying and may not go away. But yeah, I have no issues with that anywhere. I mean, those are three great options. I would be fine starting all three of those for my squad this week also. And thank you very much for the support. Joe Camel, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the show. Good to see you also. What do you think about Fitz getting double digits for the first time since week 1? Fluke or no? I'm going to say no. I am a huge Larry Fitzgerald fan, first and foremost. I'm born and raised in Arizona, moved to North Carolina here a few weeks ago, a few years ago, but I will always be a Larry Fitzgerald fan, always. He's, a role model to a lot of people. He does it the right way. But now this offense may get a chance under Byron Leftwich. Now that the horrible play calling of Mike McCoy is gone. No thank you. Didn't like it. I'm buying Larry Fitzgerald again if you can get him. Josh Rosen isn't as bad as he's looked here recently. And that offense has been absolutely horrible. Really like what Byron Leftwich brings to the team, and I'm not giving up on him yet. I think there may be some more good games coming for Larry Fitzgerald. Thank you again, though, Joe, for the support. Good to see you, my friend. Jake Melanowski, thank you also. Really appreciate you. You start Kittle or Olsen, PPR. Thanks, man. Love the videos. Nope, thank you. Really appreciate the support. So you got Kittle or Olsen. I mean, I really want to go Olsen. I mean, Olsen is somebody who really has the attention of Cam Newton, but he's not the safest play here. I'm going George Kittle. He's somebody who's going to be involved all the time. I mean, he's going to be one of the top targets every single week in that offense. He has the chemistry with C.J. Beathard. C.J. Beathard isn't playing half bad. Olsen could get re-injured in that foot at any possible time. I'm going George Kittle there personally, and thank you very much for the support. Let's see what else we got. What else? Krasimir Bonchev. Hopefully I didn't butcher that one either for you. Really appreciate your support. You got Duke Johnson or Marquise Goodwin in full PPR. Need to catch up since you had Denver's defense against you. Man, that sucks. In that case, you kind of need to go for the home run, right? You're already playing behind the 8 ball. You need some extra points. Marquise Goodwin is that guy for the extra points. He's got a tough matchup against the Rams, but the Rams have, given up huge games to a lot of receivers here the past few weeks. Give me Marquise Goodwin, and hopefully he can reproduce what he did last week. Had a huge game. Huge game. He's got that huge upside, and hopefully he can help you close the gap against that defense for the Broncos. Thank you very much for the support also. Greatly. Francisco Barea, welcome to the show. So you got wide receiver 2 and flex. You got Diggs, Landry, Boyd, Kenny G, and Michelle. You got lots of great options, so you need 2 of these guys. First one I'm starting for sure, Stephon Diggs. He's a must-start for me every single week. The next safest play would probably be Tyler Boyd, which is weird. I mean, Tyler Boyd is, a top 15 wide receiver here in fantasy football. He's the next safest play, and he would be my choice for my number 2. But I really don't have anything against Kenny G or Landry this week. Michelle, I love for the season. Just not really feeling Michelle this week with the questionable tag. Tough matchup against the Bears. Bears coming off a defensive letdown playing at home. yeah, don't really want to deal with that as much as, I'd rather play it safe. Tyler Boyd, Stephon Diggs are my choices there, and I greatly appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Shifty Shafts. I like the name. Hopefully you don't ask me about Chubb or Smallwood. Let's see. Pick 2. Tevin Coleman, Ito Smith, AP, or Murray. You got Tevin Coleman or Ito Smith. It's hard to choose between one of them. AP or Murray. Murray is going to be my number 1 guy that I would say that I will start for sure there for you. My number 2, if I had to choose right now, I'm still going Tevin Coleman. It's a gamble, but he's going to get the opportunity to start. Being that you have Ito, though, also, it's a good idea. If he comes out and struggles, this will be probably the last week that you use Tevin Coleman. His upside is still huge, though. Still huge for sure. And I love your name, your screen name there. Let's see what else we got. Nate 600. You flex Chris Godwin or Chubb? Give me Chubb, Nate. 100%. Edelman or Gordon? David Tallman. If it's a PPR, I'm going Edelman. If it's a standard league, I'm going Gordon. I like the upside of both of them, though. There it is. Telugu. Oh, I saw a Never Crabtree. I gotta see the guy. Let's see here. Telugu Makalu. Never Crabtree or John Brown or T.Y. Hilton. Give me John Brown. Sticking with the hashtag of Never Crabtree. Want to see T.Y. Hilton for a week. So, yeah, give me John Brown there. And thanks for using the hashtag. Respect the hashtag. Let's see, what else do we got? We'll get into a little bit of Let It Flow here in a couple minutes, if anybody wants to see some Let It Flow. I haven't let it flow since last week. Maybe we can let it flow again, but I got to see how many likes we're up to. I need at least 200 likes to let it flow. Am I at 200 likes? There it is. I see a John Brown or Kiki, do you love me? If it's a PPR league, I'm going Kiki 100%. If it's standard, John Brown has the higher touchdown upside. Give me John Brown if it's standard. For Fusion V, thank you very much. Let's see, what do we got here? How many likes do we got? 140 likes. Need a couple more likes. Really appreciate y'all, but I need some likes. Move me up the YouTube ranks. Need your help. All right, let's see. Eric Martinez, thank you very much, my friend. Let's see, what do you got here? You got pick 2, full point PPR. Kiki, do you love me? AP, Jordan Howard, Allen Robinson, Jermaine Kearse, Kerryon Johnson, Marlon Mack, Latavius Murray. Wow, that's a lot of choices. So you got to pick 2 in a full point PPR. Well, none of these guys are really PPR style guys, to be completely honest with you. So I'm going to kind of throw the PPR out the window and kind of just go with the guys with the most upside. Latavius Murray, now that Dalvin Cook is out, he'll be my 1 choice. For the second choice, personally, now I'll give you 2 here. Kiki is probably the next safest bet for you, safe-wise. But I am hoping, and I am crossing my fingers for a Kerryon Johnson breakout coming here after the bye week. I really like Kerryon Johnson going forward. At some point here in the coming weeks, we're going to have a breakout of Kerryon Johnson. It could be this week. I don't want to miss it. If you want to gamble with me, you go Kerryon Johnson. You want to play a little bit safer, you go Kiki, do you love me? And once again, greatly appreciate your support. Really, really appreciate you, Eric. Let's see here. Carlos Fernandez says dislike, but I don't know why. Give us more hashtags. All right, I can come up with some more hashtags. I still want to know why Carlos wants to hit dislike. He's disliked 3 times in the span of like 3 seconds. Big Jim Jean, Josh Gordon, Kerryon Johnson, Mohamed Sanu, or Nick Chubb in a PPR league. Who do I start at my flex? Also love the content. Thank you very much, Big Jim Jean. So you got Josh Gordon, Kerryon Johnson, Mohamed Sanu, Nick Chubb in a PPR league. I would like to start 3 of the 4, but I know that's obviously not, an option. I said it earlier. I told everybody I was going to say Nick Chubb all the time. Josh Gordon, I also mentioned this earlier, is starting to kind of get close to that level, though. Now that Gronk is more than likely, like 90% not going to play, didn't even travel with the team, Josh Gordon gets a huge bump in this offense. They do have a tough matchup. They're going to have to throw the ball there also. I mean, I think the safer play is Nick Chubb because he's going to get you close to 20 touches, Big Jim Jean. But if you like to gamble, I like to gamble. It's no fun if you just do it safe all the time. I go Josh Gordon there. But I like both. I mean, it's really up, your preference, how safe you want to play it. Let's see here. Who's your mama? Standard league tight end question. I just saw it. Let me go back to it. If I can find it. It scrolled through so fast. I think I missed it. Let's see here. LOL, hide your Chubb. Will money. Okay. All right then. I don't want to see anybody's Chubb, but thank you. Trade James White for Nick Chubb and half-point PPR? No, I'm keeping James White. He's still somebody who's going to be productive all year long in that offense. Savage Potato Man, do I remember you? How could I forget you? Of course I remember you. I try to remember as many of you guys as I possibly can. Godmine NYC, I see you there. Chubb or Collins in Standard. We've talked about this before, and you already know my answer, my friend. We talked about Chubb a long time ago, and I told you the only reason I didn't like him is because he wasn't getting the touches. Our boy's getting the touches. Give me some Chubb. Let's see here. Bertha, PPR League, pick one. Michelle, Chubb, Cohen, or Kamara. I think that's what it said. Let me go back to it. If it did. Let it flow. Respect you so much. Thank you very much for the respect. It's always nice to be respected. And if that says Kamara, 100% he is my choice. If you can only pick one. If you have to sit Cohen, Chubb, and Michelle, your team is absolutely loaded. Congratulations to you. I'm definitely going Kamara there, though. He starts every single week. I don't care who he plays. Like, at all. I mean, ever. All right. I've seen a lot of people saying it's time to let it flow. We've been going for about 45 minutes. I'm going to get another drink here, and then I'm going to let it flow. Davo, I see you, Davo. In the UK, my man never sleeps. He's on every single live show. Much respect to Dave. Davo's the one that needs the respect. And a pillow. Dude's got to be tired. All right. Let me get my helmet out. Time to get the helmet out. Time to get about ready here. Do we have 200 likes yet? Somebody tell me if we have 200 likes. I got to have at least 200. How do I have almost 25,000 subscribers and I only got less than 200 likes? What's going on? All right, let's see. Had another one here. Keith Klein, thanks for all the advice, you and K-Rich. But if I lose, it's still your fault. Not. LOL. Keith, thank you very much. Really appreciate you supporting, especially for Kyle also over on the RotoBaller channel. We greatly appreciate all that support. And if you lose, you can blame us. A lot of people do. I'm seeing a lot of hashtags. What does this one say? Half Chubb, let it flow. Hopefully that's half Chubb and not have Chubb. Anyway, pick one. Wide receiver, flex one, standard. Josh Gordon, Alshon Jeffrey, James White, or Tyler Boyd. You have A.J. Green as your number one. Well, if you have A.J. Green, cross Tyler Boyd off. You're not starting both of them. You said it's standard. So James White loses value in standard. I'm going with just Josh Gordon. Give me Josh Gordon there for you, DeBacon. Let's see who else we got here. KOG Nightfall. Appreciate your support greatly. Evans, Gabriel, Boyd, Godwin, Ridley, Tyrell Williams. Choose three. You also have Breeze or Dalton. Leaning towards Dalton. Love the content. Thank you very much for your support. Yeah, Dalton is the safer play. Absolutely 100% agree with that. He's safer. Breeze has the higher ceiling. If you like to gamble, then you go Breeze. You want to play it safe, you go Dalton 100%. As far as the other one, you need to choose three of Evans, Gabriel, Boyd, Godwin, Ridley, and Williams. To me, you kind of almost ranked them. Almost. I'm going Evans, Gabriel, and Boyd. The first three that you listed right there, they have upside, they have potential, they have volume. You got all areas of the fantasy football world, lined up with those three guys. 100% absolutely Evans, Gabriel, and Boyd would be my choices there to go along with Dalton. If you want to play it safe, you can obviously pair him there with Boyd and still get your stack there in that league. Great choices, though. Really appreciate your support there, KOG Nightfall. Alberto Valenzuela. Who do you start at running back standard league? Pick two. Michelle, Drake, Gore, Barber, Buck Allen. Okay, we'll answer them one at a time. Michelle, Drake, Gore, Barber, and Buck Allen. Well, Buck Allen, standard league, no thank you. Barber, excuse me, almost made me sick there talking about a Tampa Bay running back. Whew, gotta get some water. Can't go anywhere in Tampa Bay. Gore, almost 212 years old. Drake, inconsistent, and Gore's there. Excuse me, that Tampa Bay backfield got me all choked up. Michelle is going to be my one choice. Obviously, Michelle is probably the safest choice out of that group. After that, you have to go for upside. I mean, none of these guys are safe starts to be obvious there, Alberto. I'm going to go Michelle and Drake. I'm not happy about it, but it's the best options there out of those options. Flexing Curse or Gabriel. Give me Taylor Gabriel there. He's got the huge big play ability. Better offensive game plan for him. At wide receiver, you have AJ, Jeffrey, Kiki. Do you love me? Love the hashtag. Start Allen at tight end. If you have no better option, then Allen gets a huge bump this week. But we've seen it before. Allen's taken over for Gronk before and done nothing in the past. If you have a better option, I'm going with it. I'm not all of a sudden all over Dwayne Allen. But yeah, great options. Running back is a little iffy there for your number 2 guy. But yeah, Drake would be my choice there. And thank you very much, Alberto, for the support. Man, we can't be mentioning, Tampa Bay backfields anymore. Get me all choked up over here. Hang on one second. Let's see if we can pop this out here. My chat is overwhelmed. It has stopped working. Hang on one second. Let me pull it back up here for you guys. Luke Skyraptor. Skyraptor is, if that's your real name, it is absolutely awesome. Skyraptor. I'll probably remember that name for a long time. Keep up the good work. Sony Michel or James White in your flex. Hunt Kamara at RB 1 and 2. Congratulations on that. Jacksonville or Houston. Shepard Ridley or Gabriel for wide receiver 3. All right, first of all, I don't know if this is standard or PPR. If it's standard, I go Sony. If it's PPR, I go James White in your flex. Hunt and Kamara, great options. Jacksonville or Houston, give me Jacksonville. They're going to rebound this week. They got embarrassed last week. Shepard, Ridley, or Gabriel. I'm going Shepard there as the safe play if you want to play it safe. Gabriel if you want to gamble a little bit for your wide receiver 3. All great options. You should have yourself a great week. Congratulations on being stacked. And Luke Skyraptor may have one of the coolest names of the evening. All right, let's see here. I wish I could answer every single one of you guys, but I may be here till I, pass out. Let's see. Ishmael, Deshaun, Ridley, Njoku, or Duke, flex PPR. First of all, greatly appreciate your support, all you guys. Deshaun, Ridley, Njoku, or Duke. I really don't like to put tight ends as a flex. I don't like to start more than one tight end if I don't have to. Duke, great upside as a PPR play for sure. Deshaun and Ridley. Being that it's PPR, Deshaun is not much of a PPR guy. Ridley may be a little bit closer, but I'm going to gamble this week, Ishmael, and I'll tell you the safe play right now is probably Deshaun Jackson. The gamble play with the upside is Duke Johnson. Just depends if you want to play it safe or gamble a little bit. Personally, I would probably go Deshaun Jackson this week. All right, it's time for some Let It Flow. It's time. I mean, I only got a little bit of water left, and before I lose my voice, we got to let it flow here for the people. Anybody else want to see me let it flow for a good 2 or 3 minutes? Time to assume the position. Assume the Chubb position. I would like to refer to this as the best 2 minutes in fantasy football sports on internet TV, done by a middle-aged dude who likes football. Time. How's that? Super Kiki, I see you. I saw you on Twitter there last week also. All right, I'm getting ready to let it flow. It's Saturday night. Got nothing better to do than to let it flow. Joe, Charlin, thank you very much for your support. Half-point PPR starting Njoku, Kittle, or should you drop Yeldon, Clement, or just hang out for Duke Johnson? First of all, start Njoku. I'm going Njoku there, 100%. Breakout continues. Should you drop Yeldon or Clement for Duke Johnson? Right now, I personally drop Clement for Duke Johnson just because Wendell Smallwood's a part of that backfield, and I love the upside of Duke Johnson. But if you keep Clement, it's also not a bad second option there. All right, here we go. I'm going to let it flow Oh, good idea. Somebody said turn the sign on. The sign is on. We're about ready to let it flow. Can I get a high five from the YouTube community? Here we go. Letting it flow. I'm not even going to put a timer on. I'm going to go till I pass out. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Letting it flow. Drake or Breida? Absolutely 100% not going Drake. I'm going Breida. Kiki or Curse? Kiki, do you love me? Is my choice at all times. The sign is on. It's blinking. I can see it. TY or Michelle for your flex. I'm going Michelle there. Give me a week on TY. Let's see, Cam Newton or Kirk Cousins. Kirk is the safer bet, but if you want to gamble for the big day, you go Cam. Jake, holy crap, you guys started going crazy here. I even have it on a delay. High five. There you go. Right back at you, Gerald. Let's see, Eckler or Boyd. If Melvin Gordon sits, I go Eckler. Otherwise, I go Boyd. Do you drop Hyde? Not if you don't have to. Hang on to him for a couple weeks. Let's see how this turns out. Josh Reynolds or Taylor Gabriel? Give me the guy that's proven. Give me Taylor Gabriel. AJ Green or Kenny Galladay for Marvin Jones and Oh, you got to give up both of them? Absolutely not. Hang on to him. TY or Deshaun Jackson? Give me Deshaun Jackson. I want to see TY for a week. LaShawn McCoy or Austin Eckler? LaShawn McCoy is almost a hashtag on this show. Give me Austin Eckler. Let's see. We have Sony or Kenny G. I mean, if he's playing the saxophone, I go Kenny G. But otherwise, give me Sony Michel. Kyle Rudolph or OJ Howard? I'm going Rudolph this week. Luck or Breeze? I'm not giving up on Drew Brees this week. I don't care who he plays or if Mark Ingram is back. Give me Drew Brees. Godwin or Gordon? Give me Gordon now that more than likely Gronk is going to be ruled out. I see somebody singing with a microphone, Keith. I don't know what I'm supposed to sing, but I'm not a great singer. Let's see. Marvin Jones or Calvin Ridley? I think right now Marvin Jones is very, very touchdown dependent. If you're trailing and have a bunch of bad matchups, I go Ridley for the huge ceiling. But if you're looking for a safer play, it's Marvin Jones. Eckler or Chubb? Eckler if Melvin Gordon sits. Otherwise, I go Chubb. Mack or Clement? I'm just kind of a toss-up, but give me Mack and pray that he doesn't get hurt again. Carlos Hyde or Ito Smith? This week, I'm not touching Carlos Hyde. Put him on your bench for everybody else. He probably won't even hardly play. Chubb or Breida? 100% Chubb. Brian McCoy, you got to put an airplane. I don't know where you're flying. Tate or Sanu? Tate in PPR League, absolutely. Michelle or Marlon Mack? Give me Sony Michel. Chubb or Boyd? I like both. Don't make me choose GDK. If I have to absolutely choose, going with the touches, give me Chubb. John Brown or Julian Edelman? Going Edelman as long as he's 100% good to go now that Gronk is out. Watson or Brady? 100% can't go against Brady. Let's see here. Going faster and faster. What is these, like mouse traps or joysticks? Boyd or Landry from Steve? Boyd is the safer play at this point. Give me Tyler Boyd. Duke or Carson rest of season? If this is a PPR league, I'm actually going Duke Johnson. If it's standard, it's a little bit closer. But yeah, Carson would get the edge in a standard league. Fuller or Kiki? Right now, it looks like Kiki has kind of overtaken that number 2 spot, and Fuller's been paying the price for it. Give me Kiki. Taylor Gabriel or Calvin Ridley? Right now, I'm going Taylor Gabriel. He's the safer play for me this week. Come on, let's see. John Brown or Kenny G? John Brown is the safer play there, Kyle. For me, I don't have anything against Kenny G this week, but John Brown to me is somebody who I'd rather have in my lineup. Duke or Ito? Give me Duke. Chubb or Robert Woods in standard? Give me Chubb in standard leagues. And you guys are flying through here. How do you type so fast? Tariq Cohen or Kerryon Johnson in standard? Tariq Cohen loses a lot of value in standard leagues, so give me Kerryon Johnson. Yeldon or Breida in PPR? Give me Breida. I like what he's going to be doing in that offense, and Yeldon's going to start splitting work here more and more each week. Chubb or Kerryon Johnson in PPR? Give me Chubb. I'm liking some Chubb. Let's see here. Start Melvin Gordon, Wendy's McNuggets. Those sound good. You're going to have to wait and see. I don't even think he really plays tomorrow. Somebody who gets downgraded on a Saturday doesn't sound good. Let's see here. T.Y. Hilton or CMC in standard? Even though it's standard, I'm still going with Christian McCaffrey. Got to give T.Y. Hilton 1 week. Let's make sure he's healthy first. Let's see. Godwin or Galladay from Keyshawn. Give me Galladay. Nothing against Godwin, but he's just, he hasn't been consistent in that offense. Kenny G's somebody can go out and give you huge days. Let's see. Ridley or Kittle. So I'm guessing this is for a flex. And if it is, give me Ridley. John Brown or James White. Give me James White. I love James White this year. He's going to have a ton of potential. How long have I had this helmet on for? It's getting hot, and I'm losing all blood pressure in my head. Things are starting to get blurry. Michelle or Chubb. Give me Chubb. Sanu or Ingram. Give me Sanu. I can't start at a tight end at flex if I don't have to. Gabriel or Landry. Give me Gabriel this week. You need help? Alejandro, choose one. Tate, Ridley, or Edelman. 100% Edelman, as long as he's good to go, which it sounds like he probably will be. Jake, Yeldon or Chubb in your flex? 100% give me Chubb. I've never said give me Chubb so many times in one night. You're getting me a new helmet for Christmas, somebody? I'll take it. I got room for helmet all over the place. My son would probably want his helmet back anyway. Jackson or Evans? Give me Evans. Duke Johnson or Corey Davis? I'm going Duke Johnson, even though I got the Corey Davis jersey. I'm still a smart guy. Give me Duke Johnson. Hey, Jake, set up a P.O. box so we can send you cool stuff around the country. That's a great idea. I'm going to end it on that. I think I could do that. And that's the conclusion of Let It Flow, because literally things were starting to get blurry. I thought my vision was going. Man, that was rough. That may be the longest Let It Flow ever. I got to go back and find that comment. I think I know who said it. But that is a great idea. I should totally set up a P.O. box. But I don't know. There must be some crazy people out there. I'd be getting some weird stuff. Excuse me. It was you, Hazelnut. Set up a P.O. box so we can send you cool stuff from around the country. Would you guys send me stuff if I you know what? I would actually hang it up in here. If you sent me cool things from your teams that you wanted to see, I would probably put it up on the wall. I don't even care if I agreed with it or liked it, as long as it wasn't offensive to people. I would probably put it up. I've told you guys for a long time, this is a channel for you guys. This is a way for everybody in the YouTube community that wants to be a part of a channel to be able to have that voice, have that, that ability to say, hey, that's my stuff up there. That's my idea. I've done a lot of stuff that you guys have said. You've come up with ideas. You've had, segments you've wanted me to talk about, whatever it is. I listen to all these comments. Steak sauce from Brooklyn sounds great, but can you send a steak also? I'm getting a little hungry. I mean, talking about steak now. But yeah, to get back to what I said, this is very, very, I mean, it sounds easy. And I'm going to be real with you guys here for a second. I'm going to take a quick break from answering questions just to be real with you guys like I do each and every week. Now, typically, I try to get a minimum of 5 videos out a week. And I get a lot of people out there in the comment section that see things and they think this is my full-time job. This is job number 1 of 3 for me. And I do it because I love it. I don't do it because I'm trying to be famous or I'm trying to be rich. I do this for the relationships that I'm getting with you guys. There's a lot of you guys that I may just know you by your name, by your screen name. It may not even be your real name, but I recognize that. And I remember it, and I see you guys on a weekly basis. And even though we may not be, somebody that hangs out on the weekends, doing live shows like this kind of gives us the opportunity to not only give you guys a voice, but to have a place where you can go, you can talk, and that somebody's actually listening to you. Now, can I go out there and do every single thing that you guys say? No, because if that's the case, you guys want me on a different side of the table. You want the camera closer. You want letters changed. You want different jerseys hanging up. You want to know where I got the posters. You want different, whatever it is. Everybody wants something different. And even though I can't get there and answer every single comment, I try to at least read every single one of them. And I try to get to a point where I'm listening to you guys. That's kind of what makes this channel special. It's not just me. It's not something that I just do. I do what you guys want. You may not be able to go out and do something like I do right here, and that's fine. But I do it because I want you guys to have a place to come and have a voice. You can go watch all the big name networks. You can go watch the guys with the huge followings and the huge subscriber counts. And I have nothing against those guys whatsoever. But you can go out there and make a comment, and if they tell you to change something, none of these big networks aren't even going to listen to you. This is a place where you can go and you can be listened to 100% of the time. Like I said, I can't do it for everybody. I really wish I could. I really wish I had more time, in the week to answer your questions. I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me, because I do this because I choose to do this. And I do it because I love it, because of the relationships we're getting. That was a great comment, Hazelnut, about setting up a P.O. box. I may actually do that. And if I do, look for it here in a future video. I would love to hang up stuff all around this room that comes from all different parts of the world, the country, whatever it is. This is what we want to turn this into. This is not just about me. Not once do I come on here and say, you need to listen to what I say, or I know everything and you don't. I don't go around calling myself an expert. I don't go around saying I know more than anybody else. I just want to be real with you guys. I want to develop that relationship. I want to give you my opinion and, try to help you make your decisions easier. That's what this channel is all about. This is not just about me telling you guys, hey, you start this person. I mean, that is what it is, and it's great, but I'm not psychic. I just try to help you guys out. And I know that was a break from fantasy football knowledge right there, but I want to make sure you guys understand that this is a place where you can go, you can have fun, we can laugh, we can joke, and you're going to be heard 100% of the time. We've been live streaming now for 1 hour, 11 minutes on a Saturday night. You guys probably have a ton of stuff to do, and here you are hanging out with me, and I greatly appreciate that, and I do not take that for granted. Everybody who supported me here tonight in this live chat, thank you very, very much. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate that. This is a lot of work. I know it may not seem like it. A lot of you guys probably think I just click a button and come in here and make a bunch of money. This is not a huge money maker by any means, but this is fun, absolutely fun, and I do it, like I said, for you guys. Greatly appreciate you guys. Hopefully everybody is ready to go for their lineups here for tomorrow. I know there's a lot of last minute changes, but do not forget my other channel that I do a show on over on the RotoBaller channel. We'll be doing a live show tomorrow from 12 to 1 p.m. Last minute injury advice, weather updates, start sit advice. I will be there for that. That will be my weekly job there still. That is job number 3. But you know what? It's all fun. It's all good. Love talking with you guys. Really appreciate you guys taking the time tonight to take it, away from your Saturday night. I had somebody send me a message, and I really wish I remember who it was. He joked with me and said that he canceled a date with his girlfriend to be here for a live show. Now, I know that he didn't really do that, because he told me he really didn't do that. But just the fact that we can communicate like that is absolutely great. I mean, that makes me feel good. It makes me know that, you guys actually want to listen to me. It's not just about the fantasy stuff. It's about being entertained and communicating back and forth with somebody who has a platform that can help you be seen. Like I said, it's not just for me, but hey, greatly appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday night, depending on where you are in the country. It's 11 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I have to be up in a few hours to get ready for the live show tomorrow. So I'm going to go finish my notes so I know what the heck I'm talking about, get a lot of the weather updates, and hopefully I can see some of you guys tomorrow morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's 12 p.m. Eastern, RotoBaller Live tomorrow on the RotoBaller channel. If you haven't subscribed over there, absolutely go over there and subscribe. And you want me to say Chubb one more time, King Robert? Chubb. Chubby Smallwood. I mean, what do you want me to say? Real quick question. And I said it in my videos last week. I really didn't get the turnout or the comments that I thought I was going to. But is Wendell Don't Tell Me I Have Smallwood not one of the greatest nicknames ever? And I only had a couple people acknowledge it. I mean, that's got to be one of the best things that's ever come out of my mouth. Wendell Don't Tell Me I Have Smallwood. And then I get to talk about Chubb all week. It's great. Absolutely. Love it. But hey, it's been an hour and 13 minutes now. Really appreciate you guys. I see you out there. Cool, Rick. Looking forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. And I'm really going to try. I'm really, really going to try. And I'm looking you eye to eye in the camera. Stare at your computer screen for me just for a second. Right here. I'm going to try to get more videos out going forward. My work schedule, my real work job has been crazy busy the past couple weeks. We've been hit by hurricanes, losing power, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to try to get more than 4 videos out next week. I know I haven't done quarterbacks and tight ends here the past couple weeks. I wish I had more time to do it. If anybody out there can send me more time in the day to that P.O. box, I would greatly appreciate that. Because 24 hours is just not enough time for me. I need like 27, 28 maybe. I'd be fine with that. I'd be able to get some more stuff out. But once again, thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate you guys once again. Send those comments. Like I said, I'll listen to every single one of them. You got ideas? Let's hear them. I mean, I'm all ears. Let's try to make this a fantasy channel of the people. And I will talk to you guys later. Once again, have a good rest of your Saturday night. And we'll talk to you tomorrow on the RotoBaller channel. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.